guys, I'm Jack.
And I'm Tangy.
Hey guys, I'm Jack.
I'm Tangy.
And this is Freedom Homestead.
Welcome to the live show.
Yep, grateful to have everybody with us tonight. And let me refresh this. You can go ahead while I'm doing that.
What's up? What's up, everybody?
Did I mute the sound? I did this time. Okay.
Okay. So, how's everybody doing? What you got started in the garden? Hey, Lisa. We hope everybody is doing well wherever you are.
Yep.
My hair looks crazy.
It's fine. It's fine.
Sorry. So, how's it going? Hey, Bro Farms.
Hello. Yeah, we're going to give everybody a couple minutes to join us.
Hey, Mandy. We didn't forget this time.
No, we're on time tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna bother me.
If you are new to our channel,
Hey, Banks Homestead.
we appreciate you joining.
Sure.
And we just kind of show some tidbits of our life on our little homestead. And last week we had exciting news about getting a rooster.
Yeah.
And this week I'm really pumped up because it's daylight savings time.
Yeah.
And I now can get home from work and I still have daylight to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's get some chores done out, well, mainly stuff to do outside. I can get chores done outside that I didn't get to do before I went to work. I mean, the hours are getting longer as far as daylight hours, and so I really look forward to this time of the year. When we spring forward and we get that extra, I don't know, I like it. To me, it's the beginning of spring and summer, and that kind of tells me we're getting ready for warm weather. We can get more, I guess, planning on garden and growing stuff, and I don't know, I just like it. I hate getting home and it's dark.
Yeah.
So I'm loving this.
Have we got our plants started? No, but I have a good reason. We are actually going to be out of town for a little bit, and I thought it would be really dumb to start seeds and then not be here to take care of them. So
yeah, the plan was to go ahead and get them done, but yeah, since we're going to be out of town for a couple days, we thought let's not worry about it. Let's just do it when we get back.
Exactly. So we're going to wait until I get back. So definitely starting them next week. Definitely. But I have to say that I'm loving what's already coming in. We've got radishes, we've got lettuce, we've got spinach. The mint, my chocolate mint is coming through. My chives are getting big. I really need to harvest some, actually. Let's see, we've got chives, we've got thyme that is growing back. Our garlic is growing. So yeah, we have stuff in the garden. I just haven't started any
and this
new
is
stuff.
all stuff that we did not have this time last year. So to me, I already feel blessed because it seems like we're ahead of the game on that.
Yeah.
And
well, we had garlic last year.
Yeah, but that was it. I mean, now we've got all the lettuce.
I know,
She's obsessed with her hair right now.
Well, it's driving me nuts because it's like not behaving.
And our strawberries, we have a full raised bed
Hey, Bart Star,
of strawberry plants. And so we did not have that last year.
Yes.
We had one strawberry plant, but now we've got a full bed full of them.
And I noticed, so I don't have anything protecting our strawberry plants, but Georgia was sitting in them.
That's our dog.
Yes, was sitting in them the other day.
Yeah, the dogs are going to get in there. We know the chickens have gotten in there.
The chickens haven't. They've not gotten in that bed. That I can
that
tell.
we know of.
That I can tell.
Yeah.
I mean, you can usually tell because they scratch and dig and everything. But anyway, Let's see, anyone growing tomatillos before? First time growing them, and wow, do they grow fast? They tend to get leggy compared to my tomatoes. Is this normal? That is a good question. I don't know. We just got 2 inches of snow today after a couple of weeks of warm. Oh, that is horrible. Like, what a tease.
Yeah.
Let's see, has anyone on here tried no-dig gardening? I had thought about doing it for a minute and then changed my mind.
Yeah. I wouldn't know the first thing about that. To me,
It's a lot of...
To me, that's just unusual.
It's not unusual.
To me, it's unusual because I've never even seen it done in person.
Well...
So to me, it's unusual.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically like the Back to Eden garden is what they're talking about, where you use a lot of organic material to cover your ground and you let that feed and nurture the soil, and it softens it, makes it, you know, and then all you have to do is put your seeds in or your seedlings and...
I understand all that. It's just, it's totally would be
different for you.
Different for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, and if people want to try that, but right now, I wouldn't have a desire to do that. Not without trying to do some planning and prepping first.
Well, yeah, you have to do that as part of it.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Hey, Melissa. Hello, Cindy. Ooh, tan lines. That's always nice. I watched a video from Charles Downing. Not sure it will work in the South with fire ants. Yeah, I know that's one thing. Like Deep South Homestead said that they cannot do the no-till or the Back to Eden. There's other terms for that. Deep mulch method is another one, just because of that the pests are so bad, the bugs. Next to no weeding too, my absolute favorite way to garden.
Use black trash bags to cover their strawberries. Now last year we only had one strawberry plant, and we actually put just a whole bunch of straw, like just a clump of it over top of it. And it wintered very well. But I don't know if we just forgot about it or just didn't do it, but we just left it open this year. We didn't cover them with anything.
What are you talking about?
Our strawberries.
Oh, no, we put leaves.
Not this year.
Yeah.
We haven't put I haven't put anything on them.
I thought you and Parker did.
No, I haven't put
There's a bunch of leaves in there.
There's a bunch of leaves that have blown in there, but we didn't do that on purpose.
Oh,
it's
okay.
just, that's how
Thanks,
it
Melissa.
happened. And
Are we buffering?
We may have to tell our son to get off the internet.
Okay.
I'll go do that.
Okay. We had warm days and then cold again. I hate it when that happens. Hey, Julie. So we haven't started any seeds yet, but we have every intention to, hopefully next week. Let's see, we stopped raised bed gardening because of ants. We've tried everything. Greenhouse container garden, and then do corn, okra, and melons in the ground. Awesome. Very, very exciting. Yeah, I'm excited. We're talking about building a greenhouse this year, but I don't know when that's going to happen. So I'm just going to trudge ahead without planning on having a greenhouse. But yeah, hopefully by fall, I can start putting things in the greenhouse. So we'll see. But that's going to be a whole new thing to learn, and I'm really excited about that.
I don't know. Are we still buffering?
Nope.
Somebody says no buffering.
Yeah, several people said we're not buffering for them. We're just buffering for ourselves.
Okay, I'll skip ahead then.
So, I forgot what
Where
I was
were
going
you
to
at?
say.
What were you talking about?
Just talking about seed starting and everything. Listening while planting tomatoes. Oh, nice.
Real quickly, we haven't done this in a really long time, but we used to do a couple of shout outs for other YouTube channels. And I kind of want to give a shout out to a YouTube channel because they got some really good stories to tell, and the way they do certain things is very educational. I've learned a lot. It's a really good family, and I would love to get them jump started. I mean, we're a small channel. We don't have, on our lives, we're doing great if we get 80, 90 a night watching us. But the max, the max, I think they're right at about, they're almost at 7,000. I would love for them in the next month or two to be over 10.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got the quality videos out there and the content. I would love for them to just jump up. So if you've not subscribed to the Max, go do that.
Awesome.
Go hit that subscribe button. Give them some love. Tell them Freedom Homestead sent you. But I know that we recently were shouted out in a collaboration. And a lot of people subscribe to us because of another channel mentioning us. And that is, it's so awesome when people do that. It really helps people out. It really helps the little channels out too. And it's definitely helped us out over the years.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that the Max do, they do.
Bart Starr says, what about Whippoorwill Hollow? They're the ones who mentioned us.
Yeah.
And so that's who I am talking about. They shouted us out and helped us out a whole lot. So we really appreciate them for mentioning us.
Yeah, so the Max do a lot on their channel. They farm, they've got a big family, they homeschool, cook from scratch, can, garden. They raise a lot of livestock.
They make soap.
Yeah, they do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So if you're into sustainable living.
He got a smokehouse.
They built it, didn't they?
I guess he built the smokehouse. He's got his all set up. I mean, they do a lot of
and
different
plus,
things.
they're just phenomenal people. Just really, really good Christian family, and we love them to pieces. So definitely check
We've got
them
to
out.
hang out with them in person a couple of times and have nothing but great things to say about them. So go check out their channel.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mandy and Kathy and all of y'all for, there's links to Whippoorwill. There's links to the Max. So, give them some love. Check them out.
Emperor Palpatine says that the energy isn't chaotic enough in here. Well, we will take that as a compliment. Way too calm.
Well.
Good deal. Yeah, so let's see. I was trying to think if there was anything else that's happened this week. And the answer is not really.
Well, I don't know. I had a busy day today. I know you had a lot of office work that you did today, but I spent most of the day getting some automotive work done, trying to get things fixed on one of our vehicles and taking it to the shop and getting some mechanic work done and running back and forth. And it's always a hassle. Always a hassle, but now that it's done, I'm so glad I don't have to worry about that no more.
Yeah.
So it's always something, right? Always something. Got to take care of, spend money on stuff you don't really want to spend money on.
That almost sounded like the character on Monsters, Inc. Always watching.
No, I say, well, it's all, something always comes up that you're like, well, there's a chunk of money that I was hoping not to spend on that, but
That's the way it goes.
that's the way it goes.
Yeah. All right. So how's everybody doing? I'm guessing a lot of you guys, some of y'all have already said you've already started. You've already started with your gardening. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody asked me a question. Did I perm my hair? Nope. This is natural.
Country Homestead Preacher, they finally got a generator. Awesome.
Yep. I was answering a question.
Awesome. They found it on sale. Good deal. Sorry. Go to your question.
Okay. So, did I perm my hair? No, my hair is naturally wavy and I usually don't fuss with it. But I saw a lady on Instagram give a hair tip for naturally wavy hair and I tried it and it totally worked. So,
Yep.
yeah.
That's all natural.
Let's see.
Looks like we got some trolls on us here.
Wow.
Wow. Lots of trolls.
Dang. Thank y'all. And then somebody else asked a question about...
Somebody asked what year my Jeep was.
Oh, no.
I've got a 2012. And I love it. It's so much fun.
Somebody asked about my watch. It is I think it's a 5. I didn't buy it. It was a gift because we would not spend that kind of money. But I think it's a series 5, and yes, it does keep up with steps and whatnot. I can't find the thing, and I don't have my glasses on. But
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's a series 5.
Yeah, it's just an Apple Watch.
It was purchased off of Amazon. So that is what I have. But
Hey, from Washington, did you start your seeds?
yes, I am growing my hair out.
Yeah, we mentioned this a minute ago, but we were planning on starting our seeds at the beginning of the week, but turns out we're going to be out of town at the end of this week, so we didn't want to fool with it and then be gone for several days.
Yeah.
So we're going to wait and start next week.
Okay. What was the tip? Okay, so she took, you do like your conditioning and your curl cream and all that stuff, but what she did that made the difference for me was you take like a hair putty, or what I have is called hair taffy, and you put that in your hand she used mousse, but I use gel, and then you rub it really, really good until it emulsifies, and then you apply it to your hair, and then, scrunch and diffuse and all that stuff. And anyway, it totally worked. I mean, I don't know if y'all can see, but yeah, my hair, even though it's naturally wavy, it's hard to tame. So anyway, it worked. I was happy about it. Thank you.
Are y'all going down to the picnic in September?
I think we're planning to, aren't we?
I think so. Well, we plan on it. I don't know the exact dates. I have not asked off work yet for it.
It's up on the website or on the Facebook page, so we'll just have to refer back to that.
I'll have to get off work.
Isn't it September 11th?
Because I work Saturdays.
That sounds right.
For my job, and so I have to ask off. And
September 11th.
usually I have to. Well, that'd be an easy day to remember. Yeah, so usually I have to ask off as early as possible. So I might go ahead and put that date in.
Yeah. Are we in Kentucky? Yes, we are. You missed what I said. In the stuff that I put in my hair that she suggested was you take like a hair putty or a hair taffy, and then you emulsify it. She uses mousse, but I use gel, and you just put them both in your hand and you rub it really, really good until it just almost becomes a cream, and then apply it and scrunch and all that stuff. If I can remember what her Instagram is, my phone's about dead. I'll tell you, and then she saves it in her reels or whatever, and then you can go check her out. But I follow her because she has naturally gray hair, and she's in her 40s. So sorry to be talking about hair during a homestead chat.
Especially when you start talking about hair putty, I'm just like, what? I don't have to worry about that.
Even homestead ladies like to look nice when we can.
We are in south central area of Kentucky. We're not near Somerset. No, we're a couple of hours away from Somerset.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have a hard time finding her. Oh, it's Mindy Gale. That's what it is. Mindy. So it's at Mindy, MINDY.GALE. But yeah, I'll see if I can find a picture.
Yeah, Mandy says, I've never heard of hair putty or taffy.
That's what she looks like. But yeah, she's in her 40s.
Good Lord.
She's got gorgeous hair. Yep. So that's who gave the tip. Let's see. Are we near Somerset?
Already answered that.
Oh, you did? Okay, good. I was looking for the hair lady. Oh, you live in Western Kentucky. Okay, good deal. We are actually, you already said, South Central Kentucky.
Yes,
okay.
we're kind of in the Bowling Green, Mammoth Cave City area.
Still rocking the Rona hair and the crazy bun. Oh yeah. Let's see. She does have amazing hair. Let's see. Sorry, I know we're just.
Well,
Kinda.
I told you the thing I'm the most excited about that has happened this week is now daylight savings time, and to me, I just feel better.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not a fan of the sunshine, but I like to have daylight when I get home from work.
Yeah. You know what's funny is stuff that I've always heard, that's like generally good for you. It's good for your mind, it's good for your overall well-being. Now there's like names to it. So like, I grew up, I hardly ever wear shoes. And I was like that growing up. I'd go outside barefooted. I'd walk on, gravel or whatever. Was just always barefooted. But now they say that it is actually scientifically proven that there are health benefits to walking outside barefooted. And so now it actually there's a term called grounding, where you intentionally take off your socks and shoes.
Why they gotta have to have a term for everything?
I don't know, and I think it's kind of funny, but
it is funny.
Yeah, but it is scientifically proven that when you have skin to ground contact outside, that there is a transfer of negative ions, which is supposed to be better for your overall well-being, including your mental health. Have y'all heard of that? Grounding?
When you till up your garden, go out there and make a dirt angel.
Instead of a snow angel?
Instead of a snow angel, get out there. There is something about tilling up your garden, breaking that ground, the smell of it. I love that smell. But yeah, get in that dirt.
Yeah, I love gardening barefooted also. I just like being barefooted.
Not me.
It's my favorite.
I'm not going barefoot. You see me barefoot,
Something's wrong.
I'm in distress.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just being outside as a whole. Like if you suffer with depression or anxiety, go outside, because they have found that a lot of people that have those kind of issues also tend to be deficient in vitamin D. Well, where does vitamin D come from? Sunshine.
Well, did
It
you know
helps.
there's also...
It's not a cure, but it helps.
There is also doctors now prescribing certain people that are under a lot of stress and dealing with other things. They are actually giving them a prescription. I mean, they're writing it out as a prescription that 2 or 3 times a week they need to go to the nearest park and walk the trails.
Yeah.
Get out in nature and take a hike.
Right.
I love telling people to take a hike, but now it's proven that it's good for you. So.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, so yeah, Fit Farmer is into it. By the way, talk about another great channel, Fit Farmer. Love them. Let's see. My doctor told me to get into a tanning bed for 5 to 10 minutes during winter to get rid of eczema, and nothing else works. A doctor, I don't remember how many years, it's been over 20 years ago, told my grandmother to get into a tanning bed to help with her fibromyalgia. I think she did it once. She hated it because, basically you're putting yourself in a glass casket.
She's claustrophobic.
But, it's just, I guess it's just supposed to help you feel better. But anyway, so yeah. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of benefits to being outside.
Oh, somebody posted the link.
Thank you,
Kathy
Kathy.
did to the Fit Farmer.
Yes, that is a fantastic channel. Love them. Love Mike and
And they are doing great on their channel. They have tons of subscribers. Very popular channel.
Yep. Justin Rhodes, he gets into that freezing water.
Nope.
No.
I thought about it. I actually thought
Really?
about it. Yes. So we got more trolls. And we haven't had those in weeks. So I guess they're all catching up with us tonight. The hollers. We went to see the hollers a few months back, I guess before the first of the year, so it's been several months now. But we were talking about that because I think he started doing that. Justin kind of got him into it. And he says it definitely helps, that it's definitely helped him. And I thought about it, and then I was like, no, I just can't do that.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I messed up something. I don't know. I was trying to report that one, but
I don't know what you've done.
I don't know what I
have to
did either.
refresh
But
this.
that's all right.
There we go.
Yep.
All right.
Alrighty. Can't report comments. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
All right. So yeah, I refreshed. We're back.
Yeah.
Well, we're back on here.
Ben and Meg was the first YouTube channel you ever watched.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I remember I was watching them when they were still in California,
When they were trying to fix up their house to sell.
Yeah,
And stuff.
well, even before that. So it's cool to see a channel, or it's really a family's change, and progression. So
Yes.
it's really
Serenity
neat.
Hill reported.
Yeah, thank you.
We got great moderators.
Yep, yes we do.
Yeah, and this time of year, a lot of these channels that we shout out and follow and that you guys have mentioned, if you're kind of wondering, how do I get started growing a certain something, or gardening or container gardening, whether it's big or small, all these channels, this is the time of the year where they all start talking about it too. So
Yeah.
it's such a great resource to have a whole list of channels that, and I was talking to my son about this the other day. It was just like, if there's something I don't know how to do, there's a YouTube channel that tells me how.
Yeah.
I did some electrical wiring this week. Yeah. I did some electrical wiring, and I wanted to make sure I was doing it right, so I pulled up a YouTube channel, and within 5 minutes, boom, I just kind of made sure I was doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Somebody going back to outside, somebody was saying how that if you have a child that's upset, to take them outside, and that's and it does work for adults too, but
She has been binge watching.
no. Before you say she,
No.
what he really means is we.
I'm watching it because of you.
Yes, but you're not changing the channel either.
Well, no, I'm not being like that. Not going to be like that.
I'm just saying, like, when one episode is over, you're not saying, can we watch something else?
No, I've been letting you watch it, but not letting you watch it, but we've been.
You're so good to me.
But anyway, yeah, we've been binge watching the Master Chef
Yes.
seasons, and even watching that, I was like, I can try some of that stuff. So I poached an egg the other night,
Yeah.
and it turned out
It was
spot on.
delicious.
And again, I pulled up a YouTube channel, and I was just like, the way they were doing it looks. There's got to be an easier way, and sure enough, there's a lot easier way.
Well, tell them who you found on YouTube showing how to do that.
Alton Brown, which
He's a Georgia boy.
man, I've been watching. We watched him years ago when he had a TV show on called Good Eats,
Oh, yeah.
and so Alton Brown is awesome.
We both used to work for a private Christian school. We were both teachers.
Yeah,
And the school really thrived, or they ran off of funds that had been raised or donated. And so everyone was supposed to reach out to someone to get things donated to auction.
our moderators are awesome. They're already listing his links.
Very cool. And so I actually reached out to Alton Brown because I loved his show, and also because he was a Georgia boy. And he did donate things for our auction.
Yeah,
Including
several things.
So some Alton Brown Band-Aids and a cookbook, and actually
Goodness.
his buddy's mom was the one that won the bid at the auction. So it was super, super cool. And also Good Eats, because he loves, chemistry, the science behind cooking. He's a really fantastic resource for homeschoolers too.
He is.
To learn that stuff.
He's fun to watch. He's fun to watch. In his cooking shows, he does all the chemistry behind it, so you can really learn about chemistry and different elements and the whole cooking stuff. So it's very,
Gordon
very
Ramsay.
educational.
You know what's funny? Talking about Gordon Ramsay.
I don't know how we got on this subject.
It's
because I poached an egg this week, something I didn't know.
Yeah. So what was funny is the season I'm currently watching? Season 6. There's a guy who I'm rooting for because he is an urban gardener, but he's crazy. And the first episode, he was running his mouth, and Gordon Ramsay told him to clean up his language. And I'm like, if Gordon Ramsay has to tell you to clean up your language, it's got to be pretty bad. But anyway, yeah, love MasterChef. Oh, we got a Bobby Flay fan. Yeah, Giada's pretty awesome. Thank you, Tammy. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. He tells you to clean up your language.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's got to be bad.
Yeah.
But it's fun though. I actually cooked something tonight for dinner that I've never made before, which I loved it. You were like, eh.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
I said it was good.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't something that I was crazy about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
so
thought it was good.
I made Thai chicken curry, and yeah, I thought it was fantastic. I ate a lot of it, and jasmine rice. But yeah, I'm wanting to try new things, different things.
Goodness.
But yeah. Italian food, yeah. I just like all different kinds. Just want to try them all. But let's see, how's the higher carb eating going? Oh gosh. I have mixed feelings about it, honestly.
Kent Rollins is good too. Yeah, the Cowboy Cook.
Yeah, I like...
He's got a good YouTube channel.
He does a lot of...
what is the deal?
Well, I mean, you're good when you get trolls, right?
Well, I told you, we're getting them tonight.
No, but our mods are amazing.
I know, they are on them.
Let's see. Back to homesteading and gardening. I like using coconut milk in my curries. Yep, that's exactly what I used. I didn't tell you that. The sauce was coconut milk.
Okay.
Yeah. But it didn't taste coconutty, did it?
I don't know.
It didn't.
I didn't pay attention.
It didn't. But yeah, I'm really excited to, when the garden is coming in and all the different herbs and things, just really excited to try some more new things.
Yeah.
Let's see, the taco recipe with cottage cheese. I'm going to try it with a replacement for the cottage cheese. What are you going to use? I haven't answered.
Is that the one you posted this morning?
Yes, I haven't
with the
answered
collaboration?
any questions that people have asked on it yet because I've been busy. But yeah, if you're going to use, I would say ricotta cheese would be a good substitute. Somebody had asked using sour cream, which would not be good at all because it's not a good base. But yeah, it's really good. I actually had leftovers. I had leftovers for lunch, and actually leftovers are better the next day. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and if you don't know it was a collaboration she was in.
Yes,
it was
Core Valley.
It was what, casserole?
It was casseroles. Yeah.
The whole month.
Yeah.
So she was involved in that collaboration. Mm-hmm. She posted hers this morning. And I guess if you go to our video and look at it, you probably got links to everybody else that was in it as well.
Sally said, what is your favorite thing to plant in your garden? Oh, that's hard to pick.
The favorite thing to plant in our garden?
Mm-hmm.
Tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
I would say tomatoes because we use so much. We make salsa.
Mm-hmm.
We use them. I mean, we make sandwiches, and then just the smell of a ripe tomato growing.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the favorite thing. in
Yeah.
our garden. I also really like jalapenos. I like peppers.
Hey, there's Mike.
And I like some peppers with a little bit of spice. And hey, yeah, Mike is watching now. And another favorite thing, well, not favorite thing, another thing that I'm going to try to grow is cayenne peppers. No,
Yeah,
not
Tabasco.
cayenne. Tabasco.
Yeah.
He gave me some Tabasco seeds, and so I'm going to try to grow some Tabasco peppers.
Yeah. Rebecca said, I don't like anything sweet in my savory food. I do. I love every bite to be a surprise.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's hard to say what my favorite thing is.
Yeah, I've got a friend now, somebody that may be watching
love
that
all the new things.
has not one greenhouse, but not two greenhouses, but now they've got 3 greenhouses. And I think that's one too many. So
What?
we might have, I want to get one of their greenhouses.
Are you talking about Mike?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
No, he's not going to give up his greenhouses.
Yeah.
You know that boy, he's worked hard for those greenhouses.
Yes, he has. Do I have a good fried green tomato recipe? I mean, I think my fried green tomatoes are pretty basic.
Do you
Do
grow, did you?
cornmeal, well, a little bit of flour, a little bit of cornmeal, salt, pepper, garlic.
Yeah, I will share.
I usually do an
I just
egg
need my own
wash.
greenhouse.
It seems like I've done like a buttermilk dip before, but I think I usually just use like an egg wash to dip mine in.
Yeah, hey, there's Poor Valley. He agrees about the tomatoes.
And then I fry it.
Someone's asking, do we grow cumin? We've never grown that, have we?
I have not grown, well, I've grown cilantro. And
there's
the
what?
coriander seeds.
There's what was your favorite thing to grow? Tangy, directed to you.
Okay. How you walk by faith? What was my favorite thing to grow? I don't know. I like growing everything.
Like looking back at the past, because it's what was, not what is,
I don't know.
or what still is, I guess.
It's hard to pick. I would say probably, I think the most excited I've ever been with growing something was growing onions from seeds. And I haven't done that in a few years. I think it was back in 2017, I think. I grew onions from seeds, and that I felt so accomplished doing that. And they were actually the best onions I've ever grown. I mean, they got a pretty good size. I've tried growing onions from sets. They don't get very big.
The garlic was pretty cool that time.
Yeah.
We got all that garlic, and then you braided it all. I mean,
Yeah.
that was kind of cool.
That was neat.
So that was
Yeah.
something new we hadn't done before.
And I'm growing elephant garlic. Yeah, the big one. I think that's what I got.
It's always exciting to grow stuff you've never grown before, even though maybe it's not one of those basic staples that you know that you always eat a lot of.
Yeah.
But it's good to try, certain things. But the basics that we grow that I guess is a staple on our garden. Like if I'm thinking of a garden, I'm thinking we're gonna have squash, tomatoes, peppers, and corn.
Can I say something controversial for a second?
You're going to.
I don't want to grow squash.
Because you don't like squash bugs?
No, because
That's one of my favorite foods
honestly-
out there.
I
though.
honestly only like to eat it fresh. I do not like eating squash after it's been frozen, which is why I have barely even touched what we grew last year. Have you noticed? Like all that squash that we have in the freezer is still there. I like it fresh.
Well, we grow it and we eat it fresh then.
Yes.
I mean, I love squash.
I do
I
too.
love squash.
I love squash fresh.
if you didn't want to grow it, I would still grow it. I mean, because
Yeah.
I love squash.
Yeah.
I love picking it, slicing it up, putting it on the grill with, when I'm grilling out in the summertime. So yeah.
See, yeah, I have not canned squash. That is true. But I thought I would like to, I mean, frozen squash would be good like in a casserole, but with us trying to eat healthier, I've not made squash casserole.
But it's good to have this because we did grow a lot of it, and we're all about putting food back in case of an emergency.
True.
So I'm glad we have a bunch of frozen squash because we're all about, being prepared if something did happen. We've got a bunch of, good squash that is frozen that we grew ourselves.
Yeah.
That we know what it is.
Yeah. You hate canned green beans, only fresh. Yeah, I can see that. I like canned green beans, and I think it's convenient. And canned green beans, home canned green beans remind me so much of going into my grandmother's house and just smell it. She would cook it, low and slow all day with like bacon or a ham hock or something. And I love that kind of sweet, earthy smell that green beans have when they're cooking. It's just
Here's a good idea. Chickens love squash. Turn the squash to eggs.
Hey, that's a good idea.
If we have more, if we're eating it fresh, and then we're getting extra, you want to feed the chickens? Give some to the chickens.
Yep. Let's see.
That's
Frozen zucchini, both yellow and green, are quite nice in a stir fry.
To me, green beans are a lot more maintenance than squash.
Really?
Now, I gotta admit though, the squash bugs, once they start coming, it's just constant battle. But I'd much rather go pick squash than green beans.
Well, yeah, because it's boop.
Yeah. And when I pick it, I can slice it up, throw it on the grill, and it's, in 15, 20 minutes, I'm eating it.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a fun thing. I think we've kind of touched on a fun subject. Okay. So what is something that, when it comes to gardening or homesteading, that everybody raves about, but you don't care for it? Call it your controversial homestead opinion.
That we don't care about eating, or we don't care to grow it?
Like, you don't care for the hype. Like, you disagree with, like, everybody's like, oh, you've got to do this. And you're like, well, I don't think that that's great.
Like, I don't want to grow it, or I don't need it?
Yeah, don't want to do it, don't want to grow it, don't want to eat it, don't want to can it, don't want to freeze it, don't think it's that tasty, that kind of thing. Let's see, prefer veggies on the crunchier side, not a fan of soft cooked veggies unless it's mashed potatoes. Love pickled green beans for sure. Okay, I've got one.
Oh, beets, definitely. I can't stand beets.
Oh, I love beets.
See, I don't like beets. I don't like sweet potatoes. I love potatoes. I don't feel like we need to grow them. Because potatoes, you can buy so much potatoes dirt cheap.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot of work to get those potatoes.
Yeah.
When I can just easily get them down the road from the farmer that's got tons of extra potatoes.
Yeah. I'm with Jennifer on kale. I bought a big bag of fresh kale to put with salads and did not care for it at all.
Kathy says radishes. See, to me, radishes, they grow so fast and so easy, and I love radishes.
Yeah,
I can just sit out there in the garden and eat them all day.
I like them. Okay, here's a homestead controversial.
No go on the sweet potatoes.
Opinion.
Yeah, I don't like the sweet potatoes.
I love sauerkraut. I love yogurt, sourdough, and kombucha. I've tried kimchi. I like it. But all of this stuff that people are fermenting, I have absolutely no desire to do. I'm just...
Read what Bro Farms put.
Not a fan. Let's see. Oh, I agree with that, Mandy. Let's see. Making and canning salsa, it's a lot of work, and trying to skin and Deseed the tomatoes are. Yeah, but we love homemade salsa. It's a hit and a miss. Yeah, I understand that too.
It's a lot of work. Now, don't you have an easy way to do this tomatoes?
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple of ways around it, but I have to say, Poor Valley Homestead, I don't like no-till. Fight me. I like that. That was pretty funny. We made haymaker punch. It's good. Yeah. But yeah, I'm like Mandy. I don't peel them anymore. If you get you an immersion blender, just rinse your tomato, cut the core out, throw that sucker in a pot, cook it down, get your immersion blender, and it grinds up the seeds and the skins and everything. And that's how I did it this past year. And I mean, it saves so much work.
Won't know the difference.
Nope.
Yep.
Let's see. I have my favorite ferments to do, but hey, Rain Country. What are you doing here? Glad to see you. Have my favorite ferments to do, but I do not care to ferment everything. Yep, exactly. I did one time ferment breakfast radishes. I sliced them and I fermented them, and they smelled so pungent. They didn't smell like they were bad, but I mean, it's radishes, and I was like, I'm not eating that.
Yeah, you can freeze the tomatoes, and then the skin comes right off too.
Yep.
And we've done that before in the past.
Yep.
But like she said, you get the immersion blender and just core them and throw them in there. That's easy.
Yeah. David said, the only gardening thing I hate to do is till. I want raised beds. Food I don't grow is beets. I love beets. They're sweet and earthy and just
nasty.
They're so good.
Nasty. I don't like
roasted
the taste.
with salt and pepper. And I do plan, because I am going to grow beets.
The chickens eat beets?
Not if I get to them first. But I want to try the beet goat salad. The beet and goat cheese with the goat cheese. Stop.
That's funny.
No, that sounds nasty. Beet goat salad. But you know what I'm saying? Beets
sounds
with
better
goat
than just
cheese.
beets.
It just sounds so good. Let's see. I feed chickens everything. Fight me. No. Keep doing that. That's hilarious.
Turnips.
I like turnip greens more than I like the
I like turnip greens.
Yeah.
I'd rather eat a beet than a turnip.
Wow.
And I can't stand either.
Let's see. We can't use an immersion blender for some of our
Jack
canned
needs
tomatoes
his own
for our
garden.
Oh, that is true.
You know, it
Prior
sounds
Homestead.
like we both have
Yes.
disagreements on a lot of stuff, but actually we pretty much agree on
Most everything. We agree on the important things.
Yeah.
But somebody said
Goat meat.
they can't use the immersion blender for their canned tomatoes, for their macaroni and tomatoes. I could eat my weight in macaroni and tomatoes. Love that. But as far as like, if you're going to do tomato sauce, crushed tomatoes, salsa, that's just a really good way to get it all done. But yes, if you're going to do like diced tomatoes, obviously you can't do that. But you can, it's already been said, rinse them, cut the core out, freeze your tomato, then rinse it under warm water, and that skin just slips right off. And then sometimes I will even dehydrate the tomato skins, making tomato powder, which you can then use as like a tomato paste substitute, or as, you know, if you're gonna like, you can add it to tomato sauce, tomato soup base, that kind of thing.
Prior Homestead, they touched on another garden staple that most people either love it or they hate it, and that's okra.
Oh,
yeah.
love it.
I mean, people either really like okra.
Mouthful of dirt.
There's not too many people on the fence about okra. It's either they really like it or it's just like nasty that I can't stand okra.
Yeah.
I like it. I really like it.
Yeah, I love okra too. And that is one thing, this past year, normally when I freeze okra, I go ahead and bread it. And so that way when we want, you know, fried okra, we can just throw it right in there. But this time, to save myself time, I just cut it, you know, just cut it into like 1 inch long sections and then froze it that way. And which I'm really glad we did, because we've been eating a lot of jambalaya. And so we just put it in there, and it's so good.
Patty G said that she loves okra raw. And I tried it raw, and I was really surprised how much it just tastes like normal cooked okra. I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? It really tastes almost the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could eat it raw, or
Oh.
I love it fried.
Yeah.
I love fried okra.
I just like okra. I mean, okra and tomatoes, roasted okra, pickled okra. I like it like a sweet hot pickled okra, or just like a dill pickled okra.
There's somebody
It's
else.
so good.
I saw it. I don't know who said it. Linda.
Cilantro tastes like dirt.
Cilantro tastes like dirt.
Yeah, I made myself like cilantro. For years, I did not like it. It just I'm like, why do people put cilantro in things? It ruins it. And
Mandy loves it.
then one day I was like, I can like cilantro if I want to. And so I made myself like it, and now I like it. I know that sounds really dumb, but it's true. Grew bitter melon. I have never eaten bitter melon, but it sounds horrible.
We do a Cajun okra gumbo.
Ooh.
Now you made something that was similar. You made a really spicy gumbo style dish this week.
No, Emily did.
Oh, Emily made it?
Emily made that.
And it was warm.
She put a lot of Cajun seasoning in it.
It was spicy.
It was good.
But it was good.
Yeah.
I ate the last of it today.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, let's see.
And it had okra in it.
I think cilantro is either like, yeah. Well, I think, isn't there like a scientific basis that like some people, it's just something about your genetics or something, where cilantro for some people tastes like soap.
Really?
Yeah, it's like something to do with your genetic
Huh.
makeup or whatever.
Do you know anybody that has that?
No.
That is
Well,
weird.
good night, Bart. Thank you so much for coming back out. See, eggplant is gross. How do you cook it? All the ways that I've had eggplant have been okay. I've never really been blown away by eggplant, but I've seen where some people make like a hummus. Like they peel it and roast it and then mash it and then put some spices in it and kind of make it into like a hummus.
What's the spaghetti squash?
Spaghetti squash.
Spaghetti squashes. I was pleasantly surprised how good that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really happy to know that you like butternut squash, because he hates sweet potatoes, and to me, a butternut squash has that, it's kind of the same.
And I really liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
don't know.
really happily surprised.
Yeah. It may have been the way you cooked it.
Maybe.
You put a lot of brown sugar in it, didn't you?
I didn't put a lot. I put a little bit. I put
enough.
I put cinnamon. I think no. I
roasted
didn't put brown
eggplant.
sugar in it. I put honey in it. I did honey.
Haven't we done a lasagna with eggplant? Or was that,
We did let's see, what did I do?
was it a squash?
I think I did an eggplant parmesan video a long time ago.
But we substituted the noodles.
For eggplant,
Yes. Yeah.
I think.
And it was really good too.
Yeah. But I tell you what's really, really good.
Yeah.
Talking about like eggplant, lasagna and stuff. If you have never made ricotta cheese, I have to not make it because I will eat it by myself, all of it.
But isn't that a lot of work to make it?
No. I mean, it's time consuming, but you're really just waiting for the milk to warm up. And when you're doing like a gallon at a time, it takes like, it seemed like I timed it one time. It was like 45 minutes for the milk to come to temperature. But the flavor from a store-bought, I mean like store-bought, like you might as well just be eating, I don't know, something nasty. Homemade is where it is at.
Oh, I guess David was asking where we are at, but Kathy said we're in Kentucky. So
Yes.
thanks for answering that.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Sometimes there's definitely comments that we miss. And when people get chatting, and we love everybody getting chatty and posting stuff.
Yeah.
We love that feedback and that interaction, but sometimes it scrolls through too fast. And if we get to talking, like I'm rambling on right now,
Yeah.
then I'm not looking at the screen,
cool.
so we miss stuff.
Yeah, I like cottage cheese. Like I like it with I prefer it with like fruit, but I don't mind eating it in a like a lasagna or whatever, but to me, ricotta is where it's at. I love ricotta in,
Do you have a video on making ricotta?
is it stromboli? A stromboli that
asking-
has the ricotta cheese in it. It's so good.
They're asking you if you have a video
I
making
do,
ricotta.
and I think, yes, Mandy shared it.
Did she?
Right there.
Oh, it's up. Okay.
Yes. Yep. It's very, very simple. You only need a few ingredients. It's just time consuming. But the time consuming part is waiting for the milk to get warm, because then everything else doesn't take that
I
long.
wonder how hard it is to start your own composty pile where you can try to grow some like mushrooms like portobellas. Because
Growing
that would be-
mushrooms is something that I've never looked into.
Yeah, that's a skill that we've not even tried or attempted, but I love portobellas. They're awesome. And that would be so cool to have that type of addition to your garden. I don't know
Yeah.
how difficult it is to get into that.
Somebody shared, I want to say it was in the Roots and Refuge Facebook group, that their husband had bought them it almost looks like a greenhouse, but there's like no windows.
It's a mushroom starter kit.
Like a mushroom tent or something.
Yeah, and I think it comes with some logs that are infused
Thank you,
with
Mandy.
mushroom spores. I think they actually do that. You can actually get these, piece of wood. It's a rotten log infused with the spores.
Yes, David, there are Canadians in our chat.
Yeah, there's several.
Yep. Mandy's one.
Yeah, Mandy's our moderator, and she's always with us.
It's almost morel season. Are you gonna try to do some
I don't know.
hunting?
I love morels. Absolutely love it. I don't mind hunting for them, even though they're so hard to find. But when you find them, it's awesome.
He said they call them hickory chickens. Around here, we call them dryland fish.
No, I've heard a lot of locals around here also call them hickory chickens. We call them I grew up calling them dryland fish. That's what my parents and grandparents and cousins always called them. So I knew them as dryland fish.
Mike
hickory
said y'all
chickens.
will go.
Hickory
I'll go
chickens,
hunting.
turkey brains. I've heard them called the chicken of the woods is a different mushroom.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say chicken of the sea. I'm like,
No,
that's
chicken of the
tuna.
woods is a different mushroom. But yeah,
Oh, Molly Moochers. Have you ever heard that?
I have not heard that one.
That's neat.
No, that's a different name I haven't heard yet.
Yeah.
Chanterelles, yes, those are the chicken of the woods. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think chanterelles are.
Okay. Yeah, this is something else that I love talking about that I don't do very often, but foraging. Just there are so many, like, it's crazy when you go to the store and you see things that they are selling that grow in your backyard, and the price is just like insane. Like, you can go to Meijer. We have a Meijer here.
Hickory chickens don't lay eggs.
Oh, okay.
Just to settle that point.
That's okay, good. But yeah, at Meijer, sometimes they will have morel mushrooms, and they'll have like a little pack,
I bet they're
and
expensive
it's
too.
crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Or when you find out that people actually pay for venison, it's crazy.
Well, here's the thing. If I can, there's chanterelles, there's morels, there's all kinds of mushrooms where we have access to them. We have lots of access to them. The problem is going to get them. We also get covered in ticks, and that's my nemesis. I mean, I absolutely cannot stand ticks, and so many people around here are getting that alpha gal, or Lyme disease and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, do I love mushrooms enough to get alpha gal and never be able to eat a cheeseburger? No. I don't wish that on anybody, is to get that disease, because I know several people, close friends of ours, that have it.
Yeah, and chiggers. So Heidi said that
I don't mind.
chicken of the woods and chanterelles are different.
Okay, well, which one is chicken of the woods?
She said chicken of the woods is the one that grows on rotten logs, but chanterelles grow out of the ground. And lemon disease.
Really?
Let's see, check unit
Okay,
specific.
so chicken of the woods. what'd she say? Which one grows out of the ground?
Chanterelles grow out of the ground. And chicken of the woods grow on the stuff.
It's like a shelf. They grow on sides of trees and falling down logs and stuff like that.
Is it?
It looks like a shelf
Oh,
that comes
okay.
out.
Okay.
And we had a bunch down here.
Is that, well, yeah. We had some, but we weren't positive that that's what that was.
Because you got to know, you
Right.
know, like morels, I know. There's no mistaking. For me, I know what a morel is. I'm not going to pick a false morel or a poison one. But with like chicken of the woods and chanterelles, I'm not that keen on them.
Right.
And so I'd be afraid that I might get the wrong one.
Yeah. Oh, and that reminds me of something that I also learned.
Yeah, Rain Country says a shelf fungus. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the one that there's a lot around in this area.
I actually learned there is a weed that grows in our yard. Actually, there's two. They look very similar. And he pointed them out. He's like, I hate those things. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that those are edible and medicinal. And I said, let me look them up. And it's called purple dead nettle. But there's also one that grows close to
There's
it.
got to be another name
that
for
looks
that.
similar, and it's called henbit. And henbit is
The chickens eat them?
no. Well, they haven't. They prefer
Well, there's
the
none
chickweed.
growing out there.
Well, that's
Have
true.
you been out in our front yard?
Yes.
Half of our front yard are those weeds.
Yeah. But what I was reading was that purple dead nettle and henbit are two different things, and a lot of people get them confused, which looking at them side by side, you can definitely see the differences. But if you saw them separate, I could see where some people might confuse one for the other.
Yeah, especially you have to look at the underside of some of those mushrooms.
Okay.
I'm talking about the mushrooms
Okay.
again, but like the shelf mushrooms, something about underneath, what do you call it? Their gills or fins or whatever. The way their spores are going. If some go one way and some go another way, and sometimes that's the only difference. Like Poor Valley says, you eat the wrong one, you might take a trip to the moon, or you might take a dirt nap. I mean, they're either poisonous or hallucinogen.
Hallucinogen.
Gonna mess with you.
But yeah, you can definitely, going back to the dead nettle, Heidi and I can't pronounce, our Italian friend that's in the chat said that they're good, and they're also in the mint family, which you can tell by looking at the leaves.
They grow like crazy around here. It's everywhere.
Well, and the mint family is
well, this stuff is taking over everything.
Yeah, they're an invasive.
And I can't stand it.
Yeah.
It's just so frustrating for someone who, we've got a garden and we've got chicken coops and we've got fire pits and everything. But then the part of the yard that is our yard, I kind of take a lot of care and effort in trying to have a really nice looking lawn. And I can't stand those suckers. They just ruin everything.
See, this is where he and I are different.
Yes.
Oh,
well,
we're over on our time.
Well, I'll say this. I grew up in a house where my dad was a lawnmower mechanic, and we mowed yards for a living all summer long. So we were all about, we were paid to mow yards and to manicure them and take care of them. So I've got that ingrained in me. And when I see the yard going like that, oh yeah. I wish we could train those chickens to take care of them.
Eat that.
Because I don't want to spray. Anything on them, because we've got dogs and chickens and everything else that we let out and run around.
Good night, y'all.
Yeah, I know we're over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I had to get that out.
Yeah, I can. I'm glad you feel better.
I can get it out.
Yeah, but I'm, grow food, not lawns. But anyway.
And kill yard
Anyway, all right. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I know it was scattered and not planned, but that's just how we roll. So, but yeah.
Don't forget to go check out the Max, their YouTube channel, and subscribe to their channel. The Max, they used to be called something else. Now it's just the Max.
It was the Max Happy Homestead.
Yeah.
But now it's the Max.
The Max.
Yeah.
Great family. Lots of good content.
Yep. Go Vols. What? All right. That is fighting words right there. All right. So you guys have a good night.
That's Vols. That's
Vols.
that's the ugly orange
Vols.
speaking up there.
Well, that's what I meant.
Vols.
Vols. I'm just reading. Stop it.
Didn't they just get beat by Alabama?
They might as well be the Vols.
Okay. Well, you're talking. There's a Tennessee guy there.
I know.
He's got rooted for his home team there. We root for our home team
No,
too.
that was Poor Valley that said that.
Who's in Tennessee?
I thought
No,
it was in
he's not.
Kentucky.
He's in Cumberland. Yeah, okay. No. Anyway, he's close. He's on
said-
the border.
He said hush.
He's on the border. He
All
said,
right. Okay, you guys, y'all have a good week. And until next time, remember to be vigilant, be prayerful, and be prepared. And thank you to our amazing mods for
Yes.
the hard work tonight. They definitely made y'all work today. But
Yeah.
you guys are the best.
Y'all have a good week.
Yep.
See y'all later. Thanks.